Welcome everyone. Today we'll have a very exciting live stream summary and also update video for Diablo 4. Now, if you guys are like me, the live stream is about 1 hour and a half, and it's about 1 hour and 15 minutes long. So what I'm doing is, we're going to go through the summary together. Yes, I just woke up and I saw the live stream. But as I watched the live stream, they were taking a little longer going through the chat. I really want the juicy part to the point. So we're going to have a look at two of the information that is summarized of the live stream. One is from Worldhead, one is from Reddit. There's a lot of information we want to go through, so bear with me on the first part. In the second part, we're going to look at the possibility of finding the card level and also the discovery and the location of the possible card level entries. Here you can see a lot of information we want to go through, and even the head over here is representing a cow. Interesting, right? So we'll be having a look at the hinted card level that may be coming with Season 1, or maybe as soon as Diablo 4 is ready for the seasons and also new reveals. Now, coming over to the notes from Worldhead, I think it is the best way we start with the brief summaries, then we go into the detailed notes, and then we go into the card level. So here is the summary from Worldhead. Item bugs. So I'm reading this together with you. The Druid has been seeing an item bug where Druid was getting the Barbarian uniques, and this was affecting the Druid a lot, which was bad. They're fixing this, which is good, and this will be resolved before Season 1. I feel for the Druid. So now I'm planning to play Necromancer as my second account. You'll see why. So World Boss Catchers in World 4 require players to be level 80. This is like a strange thing, and upcoming patches will change this one, because I was like, you have to be level 80 to open those, and I'm sure some players have saved a few of those, which is quite strange. They're going to fix that. Disconnection protection. Oh yes, I have seen players who are dying with disconnections, and if you have seen Queen 69's one when he played hardcore and dying when he was loading to a teleportation point, it is very sad. So yes, this is a good thing for hardcore players. And the scroll of escape when disconnected again will consume the scroll. So I do think scroll of escape is for the PvP. So this is just to protect players from disconnection, and you should become invulnerable, which is a good thing. Now over here, this note is pretty interesting. Resistance and also stats change. This will come in effect into Season 2. This means a whole new meta. Right now the game meta is going to be armor. Notice that we have armor socket in the gears, and we also have armor bonus from the Legendary Codex. So the whole meta right now is going to be armor, but in Season 2 this might become resistance, which is quite interesting. Now the team also saying resistance is a little weaker compared to other stats. Yes, this will be buffed very likely with Season 2. They're not jumping the guns on Season 1. So this is going to be the biggest status change for the gameplay style of the game. And likely it will be socketing into resistance gems in the future. And this is why we should be saving those gems. So if you come over here, there will be some on my gems on a stash account. So there will be certain gems which allows you to socket into different resistance for your items. Well, that will be quite important very soon. Inventory management. Now, starting with Season 2, gems will have include material tab. Oh, that's good. But why Season 2? They need to make this Season 1, right? So we'll be getting better stash, and material cap will be increased. If you guys are wondering, the material cap will be over here. So let's have a look. The material cap over here, you're capped at 9,999. And a lot of players will be getting those capped because of the Veil crystals. So this is a good change. Inventory management, I wish this will come a little earlier. The material cap will come with Season 1, that's good. With Season 2, I wish they got the gems for Season 1 too. Next up, we have the Reno system. So the Reno system is going to be a repeating thing for new seasons, but they are going to reevaluate how it's going to work. Of course, right now it's quite tedious. Proportion of the map is with the discovering the realm system. Reno associated with Explorer will require automatic expansion card. Okay, so that's good. So there's a few updates of the Reno system. The Altar of Lilith is confirmed to be available for all the accounts in the future, and I do believe this will be permanent, and this is the biggest highlight. They haven't decided exactly how Reno will be reworked, and yes guys, I have just gotten my Reno, and it took me a while. I was planning to make a guide on this, but by the looks of it, they may be changing this one for the new seasons, which is really good. Now here's going to be the big part. Nightmare Dungeon buffs. Nightmare Dungeon will give more experience. This is a big one. We're going to make an experience guide onto this one very soon. Nightmare Sigils will act as a fast travel, so you can teleport to the Nightmare Dungeons. This is excellent. You can use Nightmare Dungeons to farm experience and also items and also sigil experience with glyphs. This will be incredible. This is the biggest update I feel. Teleportation to the Nightmare Dungeons. Nightmare Dungeon will also be able to use immediately. This means after finishing one of the dungeons, you can jump directly to the next one. And this is planned to be released before Season 1. If you guys are still pushing for experience, this will be really good for you to be farming experience in the Nightmare Dungeons. Oh, dungeon nerfs. This is a hot topic. While players have been spamming dungeons in order to level quickly, the team has continued to nerf those dungeons. Not like this. So they want to push us the Nightmare Dungeons. While those dungeon nerfs are intended to make dungeons more equal, the developer have ensures buffers coming. So they're gonna buff the dungeons. And I do believe during the live stream, they were talking about this around minute 43 mark. They started to talk about this. So what they're saying is shorter dungeons will have less elites. Longer dungeons will have more elites. And this is the biggest highlight you should be aware of. So this is the more nerfs or changes or buffs to the dungeon that will be coming. Now finally, over here on Warhead, it says Diablo 4 has gotten 350 million hours of gameplay. And there's a lot of changes with patch notes fixed, and also most of the Diablo 4 players have not completed the campaign. I wonder why. That's very interesting. I did not know that. Now, I'm sure you guys want the notes, right? So here we're going to briefly come over to the more information from the real GUI over here. There's a tons of more information. So what the developer is saying is that there will be a lot of hotfixes, and this will be coming very quickly into the game, which is good because there's a lot of bugs I want to report. I have been holding on to those. So yes, there will be plans for expansion to come, which is good, future bug fixes, and I'm just trying to skim through a little bit of the highlights. So here they're saying they don't buff all the classes instead of nerfing a couple because this can lead to balance issues. Yes, let's nerf the rogue and barbarian for some reason. Why would you do that? I missed my overwhelming damage. Didn't even get to try it. So there's a lot of things we have seen in the summaries over here. They're fixing the Necro Blight Corpse Explosion, which is visually affecting the players that play with him. This is a good thing. And I do believe they're saying there could be some buffs to Necro as well. Let's have a look for some more notes. So here's one of the good summaries. Why are some of the changes coming with Season 1 instead of Season 2, Season 2 instead of Season 1? So they're almost ready for Season 1. And they want to say it's ready for release. But some things are more complex. They want to be testing and also get ready for Season 2 because they don't want to rush Season 1. So this is the highlight. So this is why we were saying there's a lot of things that was ready for Season 2 and that will be coming with Season 2 that's not coming with Season 1. So because they're going to fix that in the future. I like that. They're being more responsible because if they rush things, it doesn't go right, the community will be angry, right? Now over here, hardcore deaths due to server connection bugs and also disconnects. They're monitoring those bugs, and I feel bad for Queen. If you haven't seen the clip, poor Queen just died, and it's like so sad to see him die like that. So yes, they will be fixing this hopefully, and this should not be happening. People spend hours in hardcore and they do not want to die because of bug from the server. And here you can see the bugs we mentioned about. Barbarian uniques were dropping for the Druid. And this was quite annoying for the Druid players. So graphics user heavily investigated. That's good. If you have seen my live stream, guys, my live stream was very static and very laggy when I tap out. And I tend to tap out a lot. So that's good. That's good. Can we teleport to people without going to town first? Oh, this is good. This is a good thing. But there's no reply yet. So over here, the question is, are we going to buff resource regeneration? So buffs are coming in the future, including builds and also resource management. But this is not viable for all the classes, it seems. Now, there are a few questions about upcoming expansions. So there will be more live streams to update on this one. So here's the questions about the live stream and also the updates on the future seasons. Well, they didn't reveal this too much. They said stay tuned and have a look. Now, finally, there seems to be some quality of life management with the side quest tracking and also more UI. And there's a few more quality management with the stash management. And those will be essential. They're features that we need to look for, and they will be added by season. What I mean by stash management is that I need to filter my legendaries. I need to filter my items by the legendary effects, by the item stats, by the everything instead of just the type of gears. I don't want to press this and just filter them by the type of gears. I need more filtering, and it's killing me to plan the build when there's not enough filtering for the systems. This is quite interesting. So one of the questions is, can you re-clear something you said earlier? So we need to keep all the skill points, potion charges, maximum opals, and paragons from renodes in each seasons. You will start with Reno related to altar and also map completion that carries over. However, the Reno reward is not carry over. Full completion of altar on the map will unlock the first 2 tiers in each zone. Okay. So what that means is you probably will still have to do your Renos, but because you have all the altars, right, you'll be unlocking the first part because of that. And then after that, this will give you a faster pace. But there will be a new system probably with Reno rework. So how you're going to fast forward everything to change it and to mix it around. Now with mob density, yes, they're going to increase the experience for the monsters in the nightmare dungeons. But again, they are nerfing the experience of the monsters within the, they're nerfing the monsters within the dungeons normally because they don't want us to play that too much. They're going to reduce the number of elites in the shorter dungeons, increase the elites in the longer dungeons. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed, it is a really good time to do so, because I'll be covering tons of Diablo 4 related topics and also videos and also guides. We'll be looking to the top meta builds, non-meta builds, leveling up, and also Paragon tricks. We're also looking to the latest events and also official updates, and also changes to different characters and also different builds in the game. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also turn the notification on, because a lot of you who are watching the videos have not subscribed. You can see 80% of the viewers who are watching our videos have not subscribed, so make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for the latest update for Diablo 4. Now coming over to the second part, and this is the fun part about the teaser for the cow level. So this is from Cascan, and here I just saw this one. So every Diablo game has a core level. You know, Diablo 3 is a rainbow land. I have no idea why they made it rainbow land. But here is a lot of summary notes that I want to share with you guys. So he's saying there's an area in Scotland. So he's saying there's an area in Scotland, which is Act 2, called the Scar, which shapes resembles the head of the cow. So let's quickly have a look at this area, and you get to see why. So here you guys see the area, and he's saying this looks like the cow's head, right? It really does. So you can see the cow's ear, the cow's nose, cow's like chin, and the cow's ears, right? So this looks like a cow's head. And if you guys want to have a look in the map, it is located over here. So this is the top of the fracture peaks, and this part only has one dungeon. So notice there's a lot of parts with a lot of things. This part only has one dungeon. It seems quite empty. So let's keep having a look at the notes and how this can possibly be the right one. So upon arriving over there, there's some sort of hell cave entrance, which is actually having a unique enemy called the Gaspar Staben. So this enemy, this dude, despite being a foe, just follows you on a concrete distance and never ever attack you at all. Okay, I did not know that. You first reach this spot of the entrance blinks briefly in your minimap. Oh, there's an indication. When you kill him, he always gives the same 9 item at the first glance. It doesn't seem to have nothing special. Also, killing him gives you achievement. So here, 9 monsters will give you special items. There's about 14 of those 9 monsters. The same way hellish area of this entrance is red colored on the map is nearby the place, which seems to have some weird faces. And compared to the color for the rest of the map, so we're looking for difference, we're looking for designs that can be hitting for the cow level. So here he's saying there's a possibility you can see a cave entrance in this area. And finally, at the nose of the map for the cow level, there seems to be a dead druid and 3 black-white crows around some of the abandoned wooden house, resembling a lot of the previous Diablo games. So here we want to have a look at the pictures over here. So, and I read it as saying there's a puzzle that may be mentioning this. So here you got to see the entrance kind of shape, and this is designed to be possibly an entrance for the cow level. And over here you got to see more reference for different items. So at the nose of the cow, you can see a few of the designs and the visual things that can be representing things. And finally, you can see the reddish spot and also locations that was revealed over here. I have the post available for you guys to have a look because I think this is quite interesting. And he never attacks you. Not sure if this is a bug or something, but that's quite interesting, right? And finally, you can see the location and also the zone of the cow level. So yes, guys, if there is going to be a cow level for season 1 that is hinted, it is likely it's going to be on this zone for Act 2. So if you guys are interested, come over and have a look. And I do think this is a really good find. Look at this is like the eyes of the cow. And let me know what you guys think. I'm really excited to farm the cow level, and we'll be having builds for the cow level to be speed farming this one for sure. And also, they're likely going to be unique items, maybe the grandfather, maybe the shackle, and the Harlequin's crest. They'll be maybe very, very rare unique items we can be farming for the cow level. So let me know what you guys think about this one. Now, in case you guys didn't know, I'll be live streaming on Twitch again, and I have just started. So make sure to come over to the links below to join us on Twitch Live to say hi, maybe ask me questions or share any tips with the viewers. And while you're here, make sure you follow. And if you do have your Twitch Prime, this is a really good time to use your Twitch Prime over here, supporting us with Twitch Prime. And yes, guys, join us as I test build for Diablo, and also join us as you play the game and also farm the game. So stay a while and also listen. We'll also be doing some giveaways and also special viewer events in the Diablo as well. Maybe we do PvP and also related events in the game as we get to the end game, and also help players to go through the dungeons.